I'm to play a little bit of the new tavern, which I'm partway through as... Who am I? Dr. Boom? A Dr. Boom version, and I love this. I love this guy. He has a 1 mana hero power, which is put 2 bombs in the opponent's deck. Which is not actually very powerful on its own. It can be. It's just mad. And I got given this at the very start. Equip a random weapon, give it +1/+1. That can be like stupid powerful, or it can be useless. Captured flag is just really solid, and so I'm trying to get. I get given Dr. Boom's boombox. I picked this up because there wasn't really anything else that great, but 5 of anything is good with +1/+1. Just trying to get stuff like this, which put a lot of things on board, because the more things I put on board, the more +1/+1 means. Obviously, I want a lot of bombs. Things that them having more damage or health actually improves not just their presence on board, but what they do. So, like, there's quite a big difference between this giving me 2 armor from each attack and giving me 3 armor from each attack. And quite a lot of taunts, quite a lot of things that grow, more things that like poison the enemy's deck. And we'll see what we get. Okay, it is 11:56. I have to go pick up a painting at 1:15. So let's see how many of these I can get through. We're in speed mode. Now this is interesting. Normally I say keep any treasure because they're just so valuable, but here I'm not going to get to play it for 9 turns. I'm going to get rid of both of these and hope to get... I might regret getting rid of that. It's just quite specific that it needs a damage minion. This isn't great. Now that's fucking nice. I have no idea where that got summoned, but can't play this. This... What orders does the lifesteal happen? Post doing it. Great. So, effectively putting bombs in my opponent's deck means that each card draw they have has some percentage chance of causing them damage. It's not really worth it to me to attack this guy. I'm a bit card poor. I'm going to discover a mech. I'm not going to try and high roll it. Love a Hecklebot. So each time I put bombs into their deck, there's some small percentage chance of them drawing it. So even though all the damage actually comes in one fell swoop, you can see it as doing a little bit of damage to them every turn. Let's just go for a pass. It's a bit annoying that they're getting all of the death rattles, but I'm really not that worried about it. So, instead of 0-2 bombs, I get 1-3 bombs, which are pretty powerful. A 1-cost minion, even though they have to play it, is generally going to be worth more than a 1-1. And in fact, it could be relatively impactful. So I'd rather limit the number of those. I think this is the one they got. So that's really blown right up in my face. But the logic still applies. I'm going to summon a minion from their deck. I have no idea how you use this card well. I can kill it off. I'm actually not going to yet. So I'm doing... This jar is taking Let's see how many. There's 6 bombs in there. Out of 23 cards. So 6 out of 23. It's basically 6 out of 24. A quarter of their deck is bombs. Those bombs do 5 damage a turn. So a quarter of the time they're going to be drawing a bomb that does 5 damage. So they're taking 1 damage a turn right now. I really feel like some people are going to be listening to that logic being like, that's not at all how it works. Great. I can kill that and grow this guy. And have him nice and safely protected. Do I want to attack this first or after taking care of these? After taking care of these, because these will die if these things get 2 health. That's fine. And let's get rid of that and put another bomb in. So it's a really interesting way of... Like, I think poisoning is a really good way of putting it. It is poisoning their deck against them. Nice. Because it will come out with Rush. It can rush and kill this. It can get stronger still. Play this for the sake of it. These tavern balls tend to be quite easy. As well. It is just possible that they have a complete board clear, but just going to assume they don't, basically. You're going to destroy that? That's very nice of you. Might be dead now. So, let's get rid of that. We'll restore some health to them. That's 20 damage altogether. I'm going to high roll and grow this a little bit more. Might as well discover Taunt Minion. Obviously I should have discovered the minion first. That could have completely changed how I played the thing, but it doesn't really matter. 11-11. I think this is much more powerful. I think this is just pretty much always a superior Lord of the Arena. Because 4 attack is enough to deal with most things. Oh, I might just win now anyway. There we go. 4 attack is enough to deal with most things. The extra health is more important, and it's got the spell damage. Okay. Summoning a bunch of those is pretty great. That seems good. Seems good, and sometimes it's really tempting to take high mana cost cards and end up with a deck that is just really powerful if you make it to the late game, but can be overtaken by the late game. That's not so good. This guy dealing damage to damage minions. So I definitely want an augmented Elic. I'm going to get rid of this guy. No, I'm going to keep him. I'm going to keep him because if I can get him up, I can defend the Elic. These aren't the strongest cards, but they're probably stronger than random cards in my deck. Literally, why is this happening? Is this because it's Halloween? Would be cool. I don't think I've got anything to enchant this, apart from the +1/+1. So I'm going to play this on an empty board because the taunt is more valuable to me than... But there's no mechs to reduce the cost of. This is not damaged. Then it doesn't need to become damaged because... Oh, I can shuffle 2 copies of this into my deck. Now that right there is a synergy. So I'm going to get 2 1 mana, 2 4 weapons in my deck. Now 1 mech. I'm going to play this and get another one. Whenever this attacks, a minion survives, draw a card. Attacks and survives is not great with this hero power. Because it's going to be taking 2 mana, 2 damage a turn. Like this kind of wrecks things like my Darius. 1206, do we reckon I can get in this battle and the one after? So I can't really turn up shuffling 2 of these in there. It's 20 damage that's gone into their deck. I think he might do, this might be he does it at the start of the turn. Does he have to do it immediately? Right. So even if he damages my minions, he can't do much with that. In fact, now he's certain to kill them off himself. Let's get that lack. Oh no, let's do this. This is synergy. Get a lack that gives +2 health and taunt. I basically just want this to survive as long as we can get. I wish I'd put it on that now because it doesn't have the right amount of health to do this. That's a rush minion. What was that death rattle? That was the Deathlord dying. Oh, when you go fast, you make bad decisions sometimes. So there's 32 cards in the deck. I think that would still be alive if. Wait, he did it a second. No, he did a whirlwind. So I can keep this alive. One more turn, can I? The only way it stays alive is if he decides not to attack it and decides instead to attack one of these guys, which he will not do. But right now I just need to push damage. It's completely possible he just dies now. That's nice, because then I can kill this. 3 health, perfect amount of health. May as well put this down. No reason to attack that. No, there is a reason to attack that. Oh, I'm an idiot. Should have attacked that because he would have ended up hurting his own thing. So this would effectively have done 4 damage had it gone that way. Him letting that get damaged is actually a really bad move, because then it can be the thing that's healed. Do I have any interest in playing this? Oh, it doesn't matter. I just need to get through the taunt. Here, you can be killed by the, in theory, attackless minion. This is the kind of point where, like, I would be tempted to try and fit in another one, but actually 5 minutes is not enough, and I don't want to mess up this chance to get this painting. This is a really cool scheme going on that only applies to Cambridge students, so the chances of someone watching this where it's useful to them are basically 0, but Kettle's Yard loan out some of their extra paintings. That's a bad idea of my deck. That's really particular. It can be really cool. Like, you can fill your deck with some card that does something crazy. Especially if you've got a lot of spells, so that you can kind of control the board until you're ready to fill your deck with this. And that's just solid. Everything gets better. Double Battle Cry would allow me to do 4 bombs when I do this, which is kind of crazy, but I don't think it would allow me to do very much else. Would make that very strong, would make that stronger. That's unlikely to hit 2 things. That's stronger. That's the same. I'm going to go with this, actually, because a lot of my interesting minions are about creating more minions. Which also means... So that actually... These do nothing with Double Battle Cry. These do a lot with Double Battle Cry. That's bad. Okay. Gonna leave it there. Hope you enjoyed that quick bit of time.